The VW ID.GTI Concept comes ahead of a fully electric front-wheel drive GTI that will be going on sale in Europe, likely not before 2027, but is as yet unconfirmed for the US. Retro details on the ID.GTI include the ability to replicate the original Golf GTI soundtrack. The I in GT now stands for intelligence rather than injection, says VW. We have already seen Godex branding used on the sportier versions of the ID.4 and ID.5 EVs. But now Volkswagen is set to take the next step with the creation of a fully electric car that will wear the GTI name. The ID.GTI unveiled at the IA Auto Show in Munich is a concept car, but a production version is set to follow in Europe. And we're told this is also under consideration for sale in the United States. If you like it, subscribe and join the Corinthos family. The ID.GTI is effectively a hopped-up version of the regular ID.2 that Volkswagen previewed with the ID.2 concept earlier this year. This is set to be VW's entry-level EV in Europe, positioned below the ID.3, which isn't sold in the States. The ID.GTI shares the same base bodywork as the vanilla ID.2 and sits on the company's new MEB entry platform, a smaller and simpler version of its existing MEB architecture, one which uses front rather than rear-wheel drive. Volkswagen hasn't released any power figures for the ID.GTI, but we can safely assume it will have at least as much as the 223 horsepower that has been promised for the top specs ID.2. Like the current gasoline Fire GT, the ID.GTI will get an electronically controlled limited slip differential to help it find traction and help alter its behavior in switchable dynamic modes. It also has a simulated sound system, which the company says can replicate historic GTIs, including the original 1976 Make 1 and the 1986 Make 1 and the 1986 Make 216 valve version. We will have to wait for other mechanical details, although we predict that the production ID.GTI will use the larger of the two ID.2 battery packs, which stores 56.0 CAUX, which stores 56.0 Q rather than the entry level 38.0. Volkswagen has previously said that the larger pack will support DC fast, charging at speeds of up to 125 Q, and that it will have a range of up to 280 miles under Europe's optimistic WALP testing protocol. One interesting question is whether the ID.GTI will have a speed limiter. Volkswagen restricts the ID.3 to 99 mph in Europe and has said it will do the same with the regular ID.2. As a performance variant, will the GTI be allowed to go faster? Another neat detail is the ability to transform the display of the 10.9-inch digital instrument display to a rendered version of the Make 2 Golf GTI's instrument pack. A larger 12.9-inch display sits in the center of the dashboard, and as with the face-lifted versions of the larger ID models, Volkswagen is bringing back separate temperature and volume controls, rather than integrating them into the bottom of the touchscreen. The concept also has a head-up display for both the driver and front seat passenger, which is shown projecting performance data high onto the full height of the screen and allowing the passenger to see lap times that have been completed. That is a distraction that is hard to imagine making it to a road, legal version. Volkswagen design boss Andreas Mind admits that he was already thinking of the design of the ID.GT when he began work on the ID.2 and the muscular front and rear bumpers make that obvious. So do plenty of details that reference earlier GT variants, such as the black rear wing integrated into the top of the tailgate and the 8-spoke 20-inch wheels. It certainly looks more purposeful than the ID.2 concept did. It is still a way off being on sale. The production version of the regular ID.2 is set to go on sale in Europe in 2026, with the GTI following the following year. Both will be built in Spain alongside models from Skoda and Seat that are built on the same MEB entry platform. We hope to be able to tell you that it will come to the US at some point afterward. At the end, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let us know in the comments section which videos about which cars and games you would like to see. We would like to read your thoughts and criticisms and make more interesting and good projects for you.